So just got this Shop Fox drill press delivered to me from Amazon. And here's how it came in the box. Kind of beat up. Well, hopefully nothing's damaged. There's a big dent right there. So UPS just delivered it. Brought it in on a dolly. No big deal. So let's unbox and see what's inside. So as you can see, the part that was heavily damaged didn't actually hit anything. It was just air, which is nice. I was worried it was going to be this housing that got damaged. I read reports about that being something that's easily damaged. But everything actually looks pretty darn good. So I guess we begin taking it out and seeing where we are. Here. That is, I assume for raising and lowering something. It's got a whole bunch of grease on it, but that was just out there. I wonder if I open this thing upside down, but got an owner's manual, some more parts, and the base down there. So you gotta thread these 4 bolts in with washers on. These holes in the base are tapped, so So this is me attaching the dust shroud to the underside of the drill press table. It attaches with 4 Phillips head screws that go straight into the casting. The casting has tapped holes for it, and this is to suck up all the sanding dust from the disc. So that's how that looks. So I guess your vacuum goes in there, and then as the spindle sander comes through here, it collects the dust. We'll see how well it works. See how it fits. Yeah, my rockler hose fits in there. It's not super tight, but it will do. So this is where that gear goes. Goes down in here. See that gear there? That rides up the rack. So I guess this is the worm gear that drives it. Okay, so that slips in there. So it says to put it on, but this collar's in the way. It's already holding the rack on, so I'm gonna pop that off. It's just got one single set screw. Uses the number 3 Allen head. Alright, so I did it wrong. So you actually gotta put the rack in before put this on. There we go. Then you put this ring back on top. The bevel goes down towards the bevel on the rack. The next step to do is put the cast iron tabletop on, and it simply slides in and tightens down with a hand thumb screw. Then clean off all the oil off of it. So here's the part I was most nervous about, was sticking the head unit on. The instructions said to grease the shaft to help it slide on easier. All I had was some dielectric grease, so that's what you just saw me put on there. I would recommend greasing the inside of the head unit itself to help it slide on easier, because I had a heck of a time. And you'll see me grabbing the Allen wrench, and that's to loosen some set screws. But I don't think that was a problem. It was just binding and just needed to get wiggled on there. To tighten this thing on there, there's two bolts. I use a 5mm hex head driver, 2 set screws. Won't move without the rest of it. This is me just showing off the slight dent I have in the lid of the housing. I'm not sure you can actually get one of these drill presses that doesn't have it that dented or bent in some way. This off of Mineral Spirits was all oily, so it says just to put it on here. The chuck is also held on by a socket head cap screw that goes up into it, and there's a number 4 hex driver that needs to be used to put that on. Next step is to attach the handles that raise and lower the spindle, and those just screw in there. Alright, now for a test run. Let's see how it works. I wanted to measure the run out of the spindle, so I got out my dial indicator, and it looks like it's about +1, -4, so a total of 5 thou run out over it, which I think is pretty good. So when I was doing the burn-in test, you have to change all the belt ratios according to this chart up here for the right RPM that you want. And one thing I was having trouble with is getting the motor far enough to loosen up the belts. And so you can loosen this tightening thing here. Wait, maybe you can go by hand. But I can't really get it that good. So what I found is if you take the clamp and put it here, just enough to squeeze it in, you can get it in all the way, and it holds it, and it helps definitely loosen up these belts a lot. And then just to tighten that, just push it out until it seems tight. Tighten that back down. Now one of the functions I liked about this drill press is it includes a spindle sander in it, so it allows the spindle to go up and down. And to do that, all you have to do is install this little O-ring right here. Spindle sander function. Another problem I was having is when I first had this thing closed, the lid would rattle and make a whole bunch of noise. See. It would sound like that. And what I did to fix that is I just bent this thing out. So whenever this goes over, it holds it tight and it no longer rattles as much. Here I just wanted to demonstrate how well it drills. So this is a 2-inch Forstner bit going through a piece of 3/4 inch cabinet grade plywood. And I just had to move the clamp there because the handles were interfering with it and I couldn't go down any further. Certainly makes a mess. But it does a nice job. Cuts pretty well. Pretty quick. Now we're going to do some plug cutting. I have probably about a 1/2 inch thick of cedar. Let's see how it goes through it. And it does a good job at making those plugs. Since this is the only steel that I have, I'm going to try and drill a hole in there. So one of the reasons I got the this particular drill press is because it's got a spindle sander on it, which allows it to do inside radiuses. So I'm going to cut out this shape right here, and we're going to show you how the spindle sander can help with that. Okay, so using the disc sander, I can get the outside radiuses real quick. So all in all, what do I think of this Shop Fox drill press? Well, I thought it would be a little taller than it is. Not really that big of a deal. It's a little unstable, but I don't know if that's my concrete floor or not. I have plans that I'm going to fix this. Let's see what else. The sanding thing is pretty nifty, but I don't know if it's more of a gimmick than it is any addition. The stroke length on this is not as much as I thought it would be. And then, especially with this oscillating thing, you have to reset it manually. But all in all, I like it. If would I buy it again? I don't know. I'd probably go with a Grizzly benchtop one. Same 3/4 motor. That's one of the things I liked about it. And just get a drill press that all it does is be a drill press. And for a spindle sander, there's this rigid one I've been looking at. It's a belt sander and spindle sander. The thing that stopped me about that is it's kind of big and bulky for what it is. But I would think that would be better than this. to do any sanding on it, you have to have relatively high speed. And I don't know if these drums that come with it are just garbage, but I didn't really get that much off of it, so I'll be replacing those with new ones and seeing how that works. But things I wish I had, it'd be nice to have a laser and a work light. I plan on adding at least a work light to it. So, but all in all, it's pretty nice for 500 bucks. I don't know. By the way, the stroke for the oscillations is 3/4 of an inch, in case you're curious. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Hope this answered some questions and you got some information.